All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the New York Jets. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the New York Jets. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This one taken from the 7th. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jags have taken the early lead. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team who just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Mark Ingram really coming into form in the NFL. First 5 years in the league, didn't have a 1,000-yard season, but he's done it the past 2 years.
Yeah, and I think a couple of reasons for that. Number one, offensive line has been rebuilt, and they put a lot of resources into that, and they've gotten better. Number two, he's had great running mates back there. Tim Hightower 2 seasons ago, then last year, of course, the sensational Alvin Kamara. And last but not least, the defense is playing so much better in New Orleans, they don't have to throw the ball as much on offense. He can run the ball even more.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Here we go.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. These Jags and Jets, they met in one of the stranger games a season ago, week 4, I believe it was, and got all the way down to 28 seconds remaining in OT before Chandler Catanzaro ended it for the Jets with a 41-yard field goal to win 23-20.
One of the highlights of the season for the Jets, but how about the Jaguars finishing their year at the AFC Championship game?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now look at 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long?
Set. Blue 90. Hot. Blue 90.
Webb now. Burst by him near the 35. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24.
Here we go now. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
Now a 1st down throw. Well, throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cole. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. On that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play call, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a 2nd guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A first carry for Trenton Cannon, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
On 2nd down, Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go #1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to #3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting
that's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Yannick Ngakoue in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Green, 39.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Oh, this is a complete mishit. It's no good. Didn't even get it there. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
One man in the backfield. That's Ingram on 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit. Leopard. Leopard.
And that'll set him back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Darnold from the gun. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Calais Campbell breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a little... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking back to Leonard Fournette's rookie campaign, over 1,000 yards rushing. And coming into the league, some people saw this kid as an ex-Adrian Peterson. What can we expect from him going forward?
I like the comparison because of the size, the strength, the speed. But I think he catches the ball better than Adrian Peterson. So I think they can up his utilization in the passing game. But what really impressed me was down the stretch in the divisional playoff game against Pittsburgh, hurt his ankle, left the game for a while, and came back and helped power his team to a big victory. Remember, he had some dings at LSU that kept him out of a few games. I thought that was a breakthrough for Leonard Fournette.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Gun!
From the gun on third down, Webb looking deep. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. Give them 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, it's Webb. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st and 10, Webb. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. 10 more there and another first down. On first down, it's Webb. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw on second down, here's Webb. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. Able to get away. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. 10. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get their focus back.
Extra point, not all that convincing, but he does tuck it in there. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot! Detroit! Detroit!
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a play fake here on first down. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Webb now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Webb, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Off play action, it's Webb. Now he's flushed out left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Lucky 56.
Webb now from the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here's Darnold. Complete out right to Kurz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Set. Blue 90. Hot. Blue 90. Hot.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hot.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage. Back at the 40.
They're coming. Boom.
comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Space to run past the 20. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Avery Williamson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. In for the score. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. A spin. And they're running right through it. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On 2nd and 10. Darnold going up top. This is intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Good footwork at the 30. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Drops it off for Coleman. Fighting through it, he's got space. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Kevin Minter leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
New York set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. They look to throw. Hauled in by Anderson left side. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Faking the give, Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Robert Ayers in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Fournette, a first down carry, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Watch it now, Green 39. Leopard.
On second down, here's Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Coleman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They will run again with Coleman, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A nice run leaves them just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot? So out comes the field goal team once more. This one through, and that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done.